not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Florida Atlantic's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And how about the defense setting the tone in this game? First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll test the right side. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Owls want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Sands. Breaks into the open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Hill. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The ball is going to be downed at the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
The offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Quick handoff. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Sands. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. They're working that left side. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Green. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He's past the 30. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cross. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Touch pass on the run. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quarterback sneaks it ahead.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Auburn. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And the Owls are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Rides the back and leaves it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Platt. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Tempo in overdrive. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football race. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Cross.
I think that time offensively, they're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Hill. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Messer. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the 1st down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Right back to the well. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw. It's Green. They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Memphis picking up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him.
Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down mark. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sands. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go to the air. Fires toward the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The give to the left. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Dropping back, it's Hill. Makes the catch, it's Johnson. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Fires left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
Touchdown, Memphis! And that one will give him the lead. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 17 to South Alabama. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The give on the option. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Snap from the gun on third down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Memphis now operating in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. The quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority.
Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the back. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Back open in the middle. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22. Florida Atlantic races to the line. Looking to throw on third. Got it in the middle, it's Messer. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Going to swing it on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Platt. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Shoots it to the left. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Scanning the field, it's Green. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off play action. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And as a defense, you just went, whoa, he just dodged a bullet. Not great coverage, an opportunity for them to get a touchdown, and it goes right through his hands.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Here's the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
It's complete. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Gets rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Looking to throw again. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Back to pass on second down. Unleashes one. Touchdown, Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points. The #1 rule for any offense. Gentlemen, protect your quarterback. When you do, good things happen.
The #1 rule for a defense is to affect the quarterback, or bad things happen to you. Didn't affect the quarterback. Too much time, too clean. You're supposed to frazzle them. You're supposed to find a way to make them feel uncomfortable so they don't have time, so they rush their thought process. That wasn't it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go right back to him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on the option. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Now they're going to throw it. Buys a little time. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down. Fires to the right. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's the handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen. We had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Memphis just trying to run this thing out. Back to pass, it's Hill. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 30-yard line on first down. Give to the single back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Turning it on. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Memphis heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Memphis. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ear.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.